we are ready to move on to our very exciting afternoon set agenda item, which is to present the 2024 Napa County Employee Recognition Awards. And our MC this afternoon will be our CEO, Ryan Alsop. So, Mr. CEO, over to you.
Thank you, Madam Chairwoman. This is a new point of view here for me, but it's good to be here. Before I say anything, I want to say thank you to Amy Medina and Holly Dawson, who have done a lot of work in helping make today possible. There was a lot of work that was put into it, and I just want to thank them. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Holly. And I also want to thank Linda Weinrich. There she is, for everything she's doing, because she's putting a lot of good optics and communication around this important week for us all. So good afternoon. For those watching from home or working around the county that may have no idea who I am or haven't met me, I'm Ryan Alsop. I'm the CEO here. This afternoon, we're here to acknowledge and honor our county's workforce. In fact, we're taking the opportunity all across our county's business functions to do this all week long. And as part of our Employee Appreciation Week this afternoon, we will present 4 different awards to county employees whose hard work, achievement, dedication, and spirit have been noticed by others. In fact, they are members of our county family who inspire us. I've got to say, it is certainly not common to have an employee recognition event like this during an official board meeting. Doing so demonstrates the leadership of this Board of Supervisors, the leadership of each of you individually as elected officials. I want to thank you on behalf of all of our employees for making the time to do this and elevating the importance of this day, these awards, all of those that will be presented, by making it all part of your official proceedings here. It matters. It matters to us. Thank you. This afternoon, 4 of our employees will receive an Excellence in Public Service Award after being nominated for this award by their colleagues and coworkers. We will present an award to the most outstanding department head for this year, an award that has also been selected through the nomination of that department head's his or her peers, which are other department heads. I will have the honor of presenting a CEO award for leadership, culture, and productivity. And our chairwoman, Gallagher, will present our top award, which is the Chair's Award for Distinguished Achievement in Public Service, an honor that will be given to our board chair each year going forward, hopefully. The work our county employees do on behalf of the public we serve is among the most important work being done anywhere by anyone in this country today. Stewardship of taxpayer dollars, planning how our lands are used and how they will be used decades from now, providing services guaranteed by our Constitution. Make sure you vote today. Protecting and supporting children. We celebrated Adoption Awareness Month here. Can you imagine what it takes to find a forever home for a child? To make sure they're safe and sound for the rest of their lives. Can you imagine making those kinds of decisions and doing that work? Mental health and substance abuse, public protection, responding to horrible emergency situations, maintaining infrastructure and road safety, death investigations, autopsies, prosecuting crime, defending those who cannot defend themselves, corrections, engaging and monitoring those just released from jail, the work dedicated to keeping a young child offender out of prison when they're an adult. That's the pathway they're on. Finding a solution to homelessness, consumer protection, regulatory compliance. There's much more. I know you know that, but I challenge everybody to think about work any more important than that work. It is critically important, and it's done by our county employees. Being a county employee is not for the faint of heart. if you're here with us on our team, it says something about you and what you're made of. This is the case no matter your role here with us. We're one team working toward a common goal, and that is simply being the best at what we do. I know that none of us here are expecting thank yous for the work that we do and from the people that we serve. We do our jobs no matter. Although I know a thank you from a member of the public goes a long, long way, especially if delivered at the right time. It can send you home with a smile, and if you're lucky, maybe be a bit of a catalyst for forgetting about your very challenging and, for some of us, sometimes traumatic day at work. So, on behalf of our Board of Supervisors, our county's leadership, on behalf of all of the people who are living here in Napa County, people who are visiting Napa County, I want to thank all of our employees for your service. We're lucky to have each and every one of you. We appreciate you. Please keep up the great work that you do each and every day. And with that, I would like to invite our Director of Human Resources, Ms. Christine Braceno, for a very special presentation.
Good afternoon, Board of Supervisors, and to our distinguished guests. It is my honor to begin this event by celebrating and recognizing our employees with more than 30 years of public service to the county and the community of Napa. The value of sustained dedication to public service cannot be overstated, as it fosters deep understanding, continuity, and trust between public servants and the communities that we serve. When individuals commit to long-term public service, they gain invaluable insights into the needs and challenges of the community and allows them to develop effective, nuanced solutions that can positively impact lives for generations. Seasoned public servants cultivate relationships built on trust and credibility, which are essential for the collaborative governance and the community engagement. Longevity also encourages a culture of mentorship and knowledge transfer. As seasoned professionals guide newcomers, they ensure that valuable lessons learned over the years are passed down, creating a more effective and resilient public workforce. Although today we are recognizing our employees with more than 30 years of service, I am proud to say that nearly 35% of our workforce have more than 10 years average service, which is well above the Bureau of Labor Statistics report of 28% on average across the nation. That's an incredible feat and speaks to their culture. Let's recognize and champion those who dedicate their lives to public service. Their commitment not only enriches our communities, but also lays the foundation for a brighter, more sustainable future. Not all of our 30-year employees could attend today, but I would like to read their names. And if you're here in the room, I invite you to stand as your name is being called to be recognized. And we'll start with Jaime Murillo with 30 years of service. Allison Muller with 30 years of service. Carolina Harry with 30 years of service. Robert Kremet with 30 years of service. Adriana Buenavente with 30 years of service. Stefina Primak with 31 years of service, forgive me. Jose Palayo with 31 years of service. Karen McElroy with 31 years of service. Lisa Fletcher with 31 years of service. Karina Castañeda with 31 years of service. Deborah Wilkins with 32 years of service. Bertha Ortega with 32 years of service. Kelly Tracy with 32 years of service. Our Sheriff Oscar Ortiz with 32 years of service. Minerva Busby with 33 years of service. Donette Martindale with 34 years of service. Susan Hemmings with 36 years of service. Chris Mayland with 37 years of public service. John Tudor with 45 years of public service. And last but not least, Lynn Perez with 51 years of public service. May I ask you to give them a hand? Again, it's my pleasure to award and thank these public servants who change lives every day. And to all of those watching and all of our employees of Napa County, thank you for answering the call to public service.
Thank you, Christine.
Madam Chairwoman, if I could ask Supervisor Cottrell to come down to present our first award. This is an award presented by a member of our Board of Supervisors to an individual who has been selected based on the nomination of their peers and colleagues throughout the county, with input from their department head for exceptional leadership in public service. Nominees for this award exemplify the very best of the organization and serve as an inspiration to others. The Excellence in Public Service Awards are presented to employees who consistently follow through with work initiatives, demonstrate forward-looking strategic thinking, promote a culture of individual accountability, provide customer-focused service, are attentive, reliable, and solutions-oriented, initiate innovation, maintain constructive communication with others, and make decisions and recommendations that are clear, thoughtful, and that help advance the strategic goals and objectives of the department. Importantly, awardees in this category are known and proven top performers, thought leaders, mentors, mediators, and leaders in their respective business area and job function. And Supervisor Cottrell will hand out our first award.
Thank you, CEO Alsop, and thank you everyone who's gathered here today. The first award will be on behalf of Supervisor Pedroza, who couldn't be here today. I'm pleased to present the 2024 Excellence in Public Service Award to Mr. Patrick Scott with the Property Management Division of our Public Works Department. Mr. Scott, would you please join me at the podium, and along with our Director of Public Works, Steve Lederer. So I get to tell you a little bit about Mr. Scott. Mr. Scott started with the county in May 2018 as an extra help building maintenance worker. He took a permanent position as a maintenance worker 2 in January 2019 and then promoted to a building maintenance worker in April 2020. Prior to joining the county, Patrick worked at Zumwalt Ford in St. Helena as a service tech, and he has over 20 years of experience in the trades, including installation and repair of heating and ventilation systems, plumbing, electrical work, and general construction work. Patrick, on behalf of the Board of Supervisors, I want you to know we're lucky to have you here at the county, and we congratulate you on the award. Here, and we're not done yet, we wanted to share just a few comments that your colleagues and coworkers said about you. Patrick is a model building maintenance worker. He gives every task asked of him 100%. He always has a positive attitude and is extremely helpful to every person he encounters. Another person says he finds solutions and doesn't create problems. He is an outstanding coworker and an asset to the County of Napa. He leads by example, he has effective work practices, and is always first to respond to any situation, no matter how difficult. We depend and lean on him heavily. Many county employees can attest to his work ethic and effort. He is a favorite to work with for other property management staff. He is a great mentor. He can be counted on. The County of Napa should be proud and lucky to have an employee like Patrick Scott. I'd like to invite Steve Lederer, our Public Works Director, to say a few words.
And I'll only say a very few words. I just want to congratulate Patrick because it's obviously well-deserved. I think what's really important about this award is that it didn't come from me, didn't really come from Anna. It came from the people you work with. So, I mean, that's the best testament that the people, you work with every day find you in high regards, and certainly we do as well. There are many things. I think there's a show on Netflix about what we do in the shadows, which is about vampires. So there are vampires, and then there are building maintenance workers who are not vampires, but spend a lot of time not really very visible to everybody else, and yet they just quietly go about their work, and Patrick just exemplifies that. So I just want to say again, congratulations. Great job.
Thank you.
The mic is yours.
Thank you so much for the recognition, but I want to say that it's nice that I can come to work every day. I enjoy the people I work with. I have a great team. And I really enjoy working for the County of Napa. The people here, I can't ask for anything better. It's going to be missed when I do eventually retire, but I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Patrick. And if any of my colleagues want to say a word, I just want to say that I see Patrick every day, either coming or going from the building, however many times we both do. And you always have a great smile and a hello, and it really is appreciated. It makes my day. And just, you guys all raise your hand each time if you want to shout out a few words. Okay, great. Thank you. And Mr. Alsop? Or Supervisor Cottrell is going to deliver, I think, the second award as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, good idea. Good idea. For the next award, I'm pleased this afternoon to present a 2024 Excellence in Public Service Award to Mr. Benjamin Sargent, who is a Senior Systems Support Analyst with the Auditor Controller's Office. Mr. Sargent, will you please join me at the podium, along with our Auditor Controller, Tracy Schulze. All right, now we get to talk about you for a minute. Mr. Sargent was first hired by our Child Support Services Department in 2003, where he worked as an account clerk and a senior account clerk. He was with Child Support Services for 9 years before joining the Auditor Controller's Office as an Accountant Auditor 1. Over an 11-year period, Ben promoted a few times through the ranks of Accountant Auditor to a promotion to an entirely different job within the office, a Senior Systems Support Analyst. He's been in this position since 2023. Interesting fun fact, I'm advised that prior to joining the county, back before 2003, Ben worked as a display specialist at JCPenney, where he was in charge of dressing the mannequins and doing the window displays. Okay, another skill set we should tap into. Ben, we're certainly glad you're part of the team here at the county. Here are just some of the things your nominators said about you. Ben is an extremely hard worker and dedicated to solving any problem that comes his way. He is always up for the challenge and does not know the meaning of the words, cannot be done. When there is a need, Ben is always willing to help. He has a great attitude, is innovative, and is responsive to department requests. I'd challenge you to find any fiscal person from any department and ask if they could do their job well without a report developed by Ben. You won't be able to find anyone. It is not often we get the opportunity to shine a light on those who operate in the background, virtually invisible to the rest of the organization. But without them, all of us would not be able to do our jobs or get paid. That's Ben. Ben is always available and able to deliver. I would argue there is no one that deserves this recognition more. He is an invaluable asset to the County of Napa. His skills, expertise, and can-do attitude have benefited every single department within the county. He is always kind, helpful, and chock full of ideas. He is the consummate problem solver. Ben is appreciated and respected by all, and it shows as he was nominated by his peers for this award. I'd like to now invite our Auditor Controller, Tracy Schulze, to say a few words.
Thank you, and thank you, Child Support Services, for giving Ben to my office. It's a great honor to have somebody in the office recognized, because as you all know, we're in the basement and we're pretty much behind the scenes. So to have this opportunity and for such a well-deserving person is just incredible. I didn't know what was going to be said, so I just thought, okay, in the first 15 seconds, what are some words that I can say, words that describe Ben? And a lot of it was said already. So I have dedicated, hard worker, problem solver, analytical, patient, calm, helpful, and very genuine person. I'm so proud to have him in my office, and I thank you for everybody else appreciating him too.
Would you like to say a few words?
I find myself really lucky to do a job that I love, to work with a lot of great people. But I'd like to shout out to everyone in the Auditor Controller's Office, because they provide me with the support and knowledge and expertise that I can share along with everyone else. So it's a great honor. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben. And Supervisor Ramos will be making the next presentation.
Thank you. It truly is great to be here to recognize our employees. And today I will be presenting the 2024 Excellence in Public Service Award to Carly Kavney, who is a social worker supervisor in our in-home support services program of Health and Human Services. And I invite you, Carly, to join me up here with Director Yasumoto. Carly joined the County of Napa in 2015 as the Quality Assurance and Program Integrity Analyst for the In-Home Support Services Program, part of the Division of Comprehensive Services for Older Adults Division of the Health and Human Services Agency. She joined us after a 7-year stint with Humboldt County, and we are happy that we were able to steal you, where she worked as an integrated caseworker in CalWorks and as an eligibility supervisor in CalFresh and Medi-Cal intake during the rollout of the Affordable Care Act. In 2020, Carly was promoted to a social worker supervisor for our county's in-home support services program, where she supervises a staff of social workers who complete in-home assessments for Medi-Cal eligible seniors and people with disabilities who need care, and also coordinates the program's public authority that ensures IHSS recipients have access to care providers. In essence, Carly, the work that you do helps people age in place with dignity, and that's a very, very high calling. To share with you a few of the things that your colleagues have said about you, and they really are remarkable. One, I have consistently been impressed by her commitment to both external and internal customers. She listens compassionately. She ensures clients feel valued and seen. I've learned a lot from Carly. She's a great role model for what qualities a public service employee should exemplify. She consistently promotes and markets our community-based organizations to help people get the help they need. She collaborates with other departments in developing creative strategies to recruit IHSS providers, and we, the board, are incredibly grateful for that. She encourages creativity and encourages her employees to find ways to streamline service delivery and work smarter. Those she supervises thrive in their job roles. She cares for her employees. She doesn't hesitate to jump right in and assist wherever needed, demonstrating her commitment to teamwork and to support others. Her approach to customer service is exemplary, always putting the needs of the public first and resolving issues with empathy and efficiency. Her leadership is inspiring. I'm honored to work for her. And that is truly a remarkable reflection of you. And now I invite Director Yasumoto to share a few words with us about Carly.
Well, it is a real testament to you, Carly. As a leader in a public service, your colleagues have all described you as being somebody who really exemplifies and carries out our core values of the agency of commitment, collaboration, and compassion. Those mean something to each of us, and we heard those very words expressed in the comments that your colleagues shared about you. I hope that makes you really proud. We also heard creativity, encouragement, caring, and teamwork. We have something at our agency called collaborative management principles. There are 5 of them, and what we heard was empowerment and working in a team-based way come clearly through. We hear that from your colleagues, and I hope you feel both seen and proud. Your hard work and dedication show. We have a group called LEAD at the agency where leaders in the organization come together to marinate and learn more about what it means to be a leader, to hone their skill development, practical tools and frameworks are provided. Carly, in those meetings, you lean in with vulnerability and curiosity that has been noted by me and others. Carly attended the county's Management Academy last year, and her colleagues all expressed appreciation for her, her participation, and her camaraderie. Leadership's not always easy. It's a craft and an art form if done well and requires skill and intentionality. This is a well-deserved acknowledgement, particularly because I know Carly takes leadership seriously as its own discipline, not just something that happens because you're promoted. She serves as a wonderful example of dedication, excellence, and integrity in public service. We could not be prouder of you as an agency, as a comprehensive services for older adults division, and in this county. Thank you for being a shining example of what it means to serve as the public, and for all the great things that you've done and you will continue to do in your career, and we hope it is a long-lasting career with Napa County. Thanks.
This is a real honor. Thank you so much. There's so many dedicated and hardworking employees with Napa County, specifically the Health and Human Services Agency. Specifically, the folks I work most closely with at Comprehensive Services for Older Adults are some of the most caring and compassionate individuals I've ever had the opportunity of working with. And I supervise a great team. We work well together, we support one another, and we talk often about how grateful we are having landed employment at Napa County. Public service is so special because the purpose and the meaning is baked in. We get the privilege of serving some of the most vulnerable in our community. We get to make a positive difference in their lives, and we also get paid to do it. So I'm feeling really blessed to be here, so thank you so much.
Thank you, Carly. And Supervisor Gregory will hand out our final employee award.
Well, it's my honor to present the final Excellence in Public Service Award to our Senior Deputy Clerk of the Board, Greg Morgan. Come on down, Greg. Come on. And I'll invite our Clerk of the Board, Neha Hoskins, to join us up here, and you'll hear from her in a minute. Greg started his career with Napa County in August of 1999 as an office assistant 2 in the Treasurer Tax Collector's Office. He later transferred to the Flood Control and Water Conservation District in October 2000 as a senior office assistant and was later promoted to supervising office assistant in January 2006. In May of 2014, he followed his previous supervisor from the Flood District, Gladys Coyle, legend, former clerk of the board, to the County Executive Office as board clerk 2. Greg promoted to deputy clerk of the board in December 2019 and was promoted to his current position as senior deputy clerk of the board in December 2022. So here's what some people said about you, those that nominated you. The county's lucky to have Greg. He's always friendly and takes time to say hello to everyone, where he shares kind words. The ripple effect of his positive attitude alone is worthy of acknowledgement. He's behind the scenes, but is essential to the county's ability to function efficiently. He is service-oriented, never hesitating to assist others. He is committed to providing timely, accurate work. He is prompt in responding to inquiries, is an excellent communicator, and pays attention to detail. You can always count on him. He's a coach and a leader, even though he would be the last one to say that about himself. He is an honorable public servant. His tireless work day in and day out with a smile on his face has warmed the hearts of many. This award, if he wins, is a small token of what I think we owe him. For me, quite often as I'm in the office, I hear Greg's laugh, and it fills the room. That's a small thing, but it reminds me, whenever I hear it, that there can and should be joy in government work. So with that, I'll first have Clerk of the Board, Neha, say a few words.
Greg, I don't know if you guys know, but on our team we affectionately call him the mayor. This guy knows everybody. I'm not kidding. Inside, outside the organization, he lives and works in this county, and he's grown up here since he was very small, and we couldn't be happier that he's on our team, on my team, right? So we want to thank you, Greg, for always bringing a smile to our faces, always making light of situations, and just supporting us through the thick and thin. And everything everyone said is true. I'm so thankful to have had the pleasure of working with Greg for the past 5 years. He has been by my side through both good times and bad times. Remember COVID? That was fun. Yes. We couldn't have done anything that we've done today with all of our goals and our innovations without Greg's internal knowledge. There's no way I could have done it all alone. This guy is the brains behind the operation. I'm just the executor. I can do it all, but only with this guy. I really appreciate you, Greg, and I hope that you take this award seriously because you do deserve it. His accountability, his customer service focused approach, his attentiveness and reliability set a standard for all of us to aspire to. One of Greg's most remarkable traits is his unwavering customer service focused for both internal and external stakeholders. Greg is always available, ready to listen, and eager to assist. When people seek his help, they know Greg will follow through. Greg is so reliable, and he'll always be there for us until he retires. Thank you, Greg.
So, Greg, before you say a few words, we would like to say a few words up here. So, Supervisor Ramos.
We are at the board very fortunate that we get to have daily interactions with our team up here on the third floor. And Greg, you're a pillar. If I had to describe what you bring to this entire county, we know that things don't move in this county and progress doesn't happen unless we get approvals up here. And you are an absolute pillar in making sure that we function properly, that we have the information that we need. You entertain all of our rabbit hole chases that we send you on. When I say I think there was an agenda item in 2017, and you're the guy. You are there with pleasure serving the county. You are always a thought partner and giving ideas that I appreciate. You're very strategic in the way in which you approach us and making sure we think differently. I appreciate that about you. I consider you really a colleague that I can go to help me think about how we can be more efficient. And I love the positive reinforcements that you give us. They come from either compliments, I really liked when you did this in the board meeting, or sometimes they come more physical in terms of great chocolate that you hand out when we do something that you need us to do. We appreciate you. You are a bright star in our third floor, and thank you. And I, from the bottom of my heart, what you do for this county is absolutely phenomenal. And so thank you for being here and choosing to be here with us.
Yeah, I would just add, I appreciate that Supervisor Gregory pointed out your terrific laugh, which is so important. And so not only do you bring expertise, but you bring joy and humor, and you're kind to everyone on the floor and around you. So thank you for that.
Yes, thank you, Greg. Joy and humor were the two things that I wanted to point out. Greg is a very witty guy, so as you get to know him, you will get to know Greg's special brand of wit. And you're very good at managing up, as Supervisor Ramos mentioned. And we really, really appreciate it. And you're an absolute joy to work with, Greg. So thank you. And please say a few words.
I had a speech prepared. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it in its entirety. If someone were to ask me what I value most about working for Napa County, I would first say the experiences I gained on all the different jobs that I've had through the county. The jobs that we do not learn them in a classroom or online. It's with direct job experience, which helps lead me to the next thing I value, opportunities for career growth and advancement. I started out stuffing envelopes in the Treasurer Tax Collector's office. My first supervisor, Jeanette Martinez, right over there. But thankfully, after she came back from maternity leave, I got to work on more interesting things. And if you put your mind to it and you persevere, there are so many opportunities for growth and advancements, either in your job class that you're trying to climb the ladder on or beyond that. And the last thing I would say is I truly value all of the productive and positive working relationships I've made over my 25 years working for Napa County with a variety of different individuals, from entry-level workers to line workers, supervisors, managers, and elected officials throughout the county, also the different cities and towns in the county, as well as the Bay Area at large. I've developed a lot of close relationships with many of these people, whether they're still here with me or they've moved on in their lives. With gratitude, I'd like to thank my supervisor and friend, Clerk of the Board, Neha Hoskins. You and I have witnessed tremendous changes in the last 5 years, and they were both challenging but mostly rewarding. And I think we're on the upswing. And I appreciate all that you do for me. You inspire me to do the best job that I can each day. And I'm sorry, but I am the real clerk, and I just let you do the things that I don't want to handle. Love you. I'd also like to thank my partners in collaboration, Senior Deputy Clerk of the Board Anthony Williams, Deputy Clerk of the Board Paulette Cooper, the rest of my County Executive Office family. Thank you for letting me be me, for putting up with me and my type A ways, for letting me discriminate how you put things in the recycle, compost, and garbage bins in the kitchen. And in closing, I would like to thank, where are you? There you are. CEO Ryan Alsop, to use one of your favorite military euphemisms. You came to Napa County at the tail end of a very bad storm, but with your leadership, positivity, and integrity, you righted the ship. Thank you, everyone, for this acknowledgement. I really appreciate it.
Wow, Greg. I think on behalf of most of us who know you, I think that's the most we've ever heard from you in one setting. Greg's a man of few words. They're elegant words, impactful words, but this was very nice. Congratulations. Thanks for all your work.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to work with you.
Thank you.
Yep. I'd like to invite Director Jennifer Yasumoto to join me at the podium. She has been selected by her peers as the most outstanding department head for 2024. The most outstanding department head best exemplifies being the standard of excellence in managing their business and their people. They drive and sustain significant achievement in organizational leadership, customer service, fiscal management, innovation, collaboration, and quality of judgment, which is very important. The most outstanding department head is known as a thought leader, a mentor, and a mediator, also critical in a leadership position. Director Yasumoto has been with our county for 22 years, serving as Deputy County Counsel beginning in 2002 and becoming Chief Deputy County Counsel in 2014. As an attorney, she provided legal counsel and representation to an array of county departments in different business areas and represented the county in all areas of human resources, including labor relations. Importantly, she served as lead counsel on all matters pertaining to our Health and Human Services Agency. In fact, I'm advised that in her capacity early on as Deputy County Counsel in 2003, she was asked and accepted several critical leadership roles within HHSA dealing with matters related to compliance, privacy, quality management, mental health, and human resources. She served in those critical functions for 6 years. Seemingly, her work ethic, skill, leadership ability, and her love for the work that is done by our people at HHSA was noticed, and in 2019 she was named the agency's director. It's also important to note that Jennifer's leadership for our county during the pandemic and wildfires, both in her own agency and as a member of the leadership team during our emergency operation center evacuations. Let me tell you a few things some people, your colleagues, other department heads said about you. Director Yasumoto is a brilliant leader of the county's largest agency responsible for providing services to the county's most at-risk residents. She is an incredible example of what public servant means. She's dedicated, collaborative, and always considers the public's needs first. Jennifer has consistently demonstrated inspiring leadership for HHSA, driving valuable and positive transformations, a true embodiment of exceptional leadership qualities. I respect her passion and appreciate her collaborative approach to bettering the community who rely on her department. Her work ethic, her commitment to the community and the people she serves, and her dedication to the county is admirable. She is willing to take the lead and put in the work to accomplish her goals. She is prepared, open to new ideas, has a clear and consistent vision for her department and commitment to our residents. And I just wanted to tell her that I haven't been here long. It's been a year, but Jennifer's somebody that I can count on, seek advice from, and I've really appreciated just being part of the team on the team with you, and I appreciate your support that you provide, and I'm looking forward very much to the future with you. Congratulations again, and want to ask you if you'd like to say a few words.
So thank you very much for this award. I guess I just want to express my gratitude, and I feel very humbled to have been nominated by my colleagues and to receive this award. Nothing happens in any place, let alone county government, by just one person, or in any system, or in life for that matter. We all work together, and we all support each other. So it honestly feels a bit awkward to be singled out among my colleagues. I hope my department heads know how much I value and appreciate them. As they nominated me, I too nominated them. I see how hard they work behind the scenes every day in ways that the public will never know. And I think if the public did know how hard public servants work, they would be, they'd admire us all the time and they'd be blown away. So to those in the public and just county staff too, you should feel really good knowing that there's a talented group in this room and throughout this organization. Serving as the agency director and working alongside the wonderful staff in the agency, and CEO Alsop nailed it. I love the agency. I love the staff in the agency, and I love the residents that we serve. And I feel super privileged to be working alongside the most competent and dedicated executive leadership team in the agency. It is a privilege of a lifetime, even when it's hard. We're the critical safety net provider. We provide life-saving and life-changing services, oftentimes behind the scenes that nobody knows is happening. So you don't see the dedicated hard work of the people who are on the front lines. That's important to every single one of us. We also work alongside a broader set of community providers and community-based organizations who we're fortunate to call our partners. I hope the public knows just how committed and caring this entire community is of health and social services providers. I value each of them, and it's good to be in the trenches with them. I believe that those who work in our various roles in county government take our roles very seriously. I've never wanted to do anything else but work for the public and strive every day to live up to the pedestal upon which we place the institution of public service. I am grateful for the opportunities that the county has given me over the 22 years, and I appreciate working with some of the very finest in their field, anywhere, anytime, and any place. And I thank you very much for this award.
Thank you. Jennifer, you don't get to walk away so fast. I just wanted to say that I I love so much working with you, and we've worked together for many, many, many years. But over the past few years, I've got to really see what a truly transformational leader you are. And really, you have exceptional skills, but at the core of it all is your heart. You have the biggest heart for the work. And everybody should know that this woman does not sleep. I don't know when she sleeps, because she is there, she's on it, she's answering questions, she's doing something at all hours of the day and night. But still, she comes in refreshed and ready to go and always on top of things. I don't know how you manage it, but thank you for being such an exceptional colleague and friend.
Jennifer, one of the things that you has been so apparent from your time at County Council and seeing the dedication that you shared of yourself with Health and Human Services. I remember that moment of thinking there is nobody else that could ever lead this organization whose work requires heart, whose work requires empathy, requires believing in the very best for everyone. And that was you, and it continues to be you. And I think what's more remarkable beyond that, you do great for HHSA. We know that, your employees know that. But to know that your colleagues recognize your leadership, and time again, when I'm challenged to think about something, I will hear from your colleagues, have you talked to Jennifer? Have you checked in with Jennifer and what her thoughts are on this? You give remarkable advice to all of us, and there are thousands of people that will never know that you're the captain of a ship that really is there to help people at truly their most vulnerable time. When it comes down to what we do as counties, as CEO Alsop said, one of the things that we do in Health and Human Services is we take that constitutional charge of caring for the most vulnerable. You don't just take it because it's your job. You live it in a very principled way. And thank you for doing that each and every day.
Yeah, it's been said. You're known, as you know, for your work ethic. I know quite a few people that we work with in the community that get your late night emails. None of them think you sleep either, so we don't know how it works. You are also the explainer in chief for HHSA. You take, whenever you've presented on an issue, it's connected to 10 other issues, and you do such a great job explaining what it is you do, how it's connected in the big picture. You provide context so we can understand and the community can understand. It's incredible. Thank you very much.
So many wonderful comments from up here. I think what I would add is that what amazes me, I love the term explainer in chief, that you're accessible to us on the board, but to your colleagues, and you're kind of an anti-siloer, right? You're looking for how we can connect across departments, and you're an incredible strategist. So I think so many of our departments benefit from the work that you're doing. So thank you so much.
Okay, moving along. We're down to the last couple of awards. I'd like to present the CEO's Award. And across the top of the award, there's an inscription. It says leadership, culture, and productivity. Those are three words that are interwoven elements that significantly influence an organization's success. Effective leadership sets a tone, shapes a vision, values, and direction, and this kind of leadership can come from one individual or a group of individuals, even a team. The culture of an organization serves as the foundation for its productivity. When a team of people lead They embody the core values of the organization. They reinforce a culture that prioritizes quality, innovation, accountability, which ultimately moves the entire organization and its people forward, leading to better business outcomes. In our case, that's serving the public in a wide variety of ways. But importantly, it also leads to enhanced employee satisfaction and retention. Our facilities and buildings, our offices, our landscapes say a lot about us. It can make quite an impression on a customer or a visitor about us. It can leave an even bigger and more impactful impression on our employees. No different than what someone's home may look like and how you might feel when visiting about who they are and what it says about them. It's just human nature. I'd like to present this year's CEO's Award to the property management team at Public Works, and I'd like to ask Kirk Matoza, Facility Superintendent, to come up on behalf of his team. Property management team led by, hang on, Kirk. There you go. Congratulations, man. That's glass, don't drop it. Kirk and his team, Ryan Miller, Jamie Reagan, Greg Stinnett, Albert Navarro, Raul Hernandez, Guy Lawrence. Please stand up if you're here, if I called your name. Jose Nava, Scott Newbern, Joseph Payne, Jason Raphael, Patrick, I know you're here, Patrick Scott, Don Showers, Stephen Sweezy, Jesse Winsett. I think I got them all. Thank you. Congratulations. Kirk, Mr. Matoza, I want to thank you and your entire team for the work that you do every day keeping our facilities nice for us all. I also want you to know that the work that you and your team does is critical to our performance as a local government serving the public. On behalf of everyone working in properties that you all manage and fix and maintain, I want to tell you how appreciative we are and that we value you. We are in the business of improving the way people feel about us, county government, those who are managing it, and I say that with a small m, and the service it provides. Not only is this about the impression, the level of confidence and trust that the public has in us, it's also about how we think about ourselves each day that we show up to come to work, doing the jobs that we do. I'm sorry, Steve, I wanted to invite you up too to say a few words, but congratulations to you.
Kirk's actually on vacation, but he came in today just for this. So here's a quick quiz. How many facilities does the county have that these guys take care of? How many people think it's 15? 20? 30? Anyone want to take a guess? 47. It's actually 57. 57 facilities that these guys touch every day, or actually, there aren't that many of them, so they probably don't touch every facility every day. But you get the idea. 900,000 square feet under roof, 57 facilities, and these guys hold it together. So Ryan used the term team a number of times. It absolutely is a team. And this team is supported by other teams, and I just want to recognize them to our administrative support. Marcella Aparicio, Amanda Exum, Justine Luthold, who are our administrative folks who support property maintenance. And then our engineering team. The property maintenance team couldn't be successful without engineering. Engineering could not be successful without the property maintenance team. So it's everybody who comes together and works together. So as Kirk will say, it's a great group, and they do so much work that some of which people see and some of which people don't see, but it does get done, and it's just remarkable. So again, thank you all to you guys. You do great stuff. We appreciate it.
I got to admit, I'm not used to this, talking in front of a bunch of people, especially not on TV, so I'm freaking out a little bit. When I found out that we were getting this award, I told Ryan, I said, I don't really want to do that, and he said, well, I have to hand it to someone. So here I am. I don't do the work. The guys that he mentioned do all the work. I help organize it, and that's about it, and work on the money and the budget and the time. Other than that, these guys are an incredible group of individuals that put their heads down and get the job done every day, week in, week out. When you're all are complaining that it's hot in your office because it's 78 degrees, they're on the roof where it's 120. So they're behind the scenes. They don't get recognized. And it's an honor for this first ever award that the county has given out that we are the recipients of it. So thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations again. We're really proud to work with you all and have you on board our county family. Before we get to our last award, we're making good time. I just wanted to say a couple of things. We received about 60 different nominations for an individual employee award, and we had a handful received multiple nominations, and then beyond that, 4 that received even more, and in some cases received multiple nominations across business functions from people, which is telling. Department award, we had all of our departments nominate people. I want to say we had 9 different department heads nominated. That tells you about what our department heads think about each other. We have really capable department heads here, and I wanted to point that out. The award that has gone to Director Yasumoto is certainly well deserving. I wanted to say 2 last things, if I might, Madam Chairwoman. If you're watching this, I would, and you're an employee here, I would encourage you to participate in this next year. If you have somebody in mind that you would like to nominate, I would certainly start thinking about it. And if you want to cooperate and plan and get a group together to nominate an employee, go ahead. I encourage it. Please do. It's all that's even more impactful. We hope to have more nominations next year. And if you've won an award, stick around. We're going to take pictures after this next award is presented. We're just going to move you up here with the board. And I have boxes for your award so you can transport it without breaking it right over here. So I'll get you those boxes. With that, I want to introduce our chairwoman of the board, Chair Gallagher, to give out the final award.
Thank you, everyone, for being here to celebrate our staff, and thank you to CEO Alsop for bringing these incredible awards to us. And I know it will be a long annual tradition, and thank you for getting it started. So we'll get right to it. It's my honor to present the Chair's Award for 2024 to the Housing and Homeless Services Division, led by Director Jennifer Palmer. If you please join me, and if you have anyone on your staff that would like to join. And we're going to tell you a little bit about our Department of Housing and Homeless Services. The acronyms don't work for me. This is a team of 13 people, but they have had an enormous list of accomplishments. The division was formed in July of 2019, and it merged affordable housing, housing authority, and homeless programs together for the first time and created a single department focused on the continuum of housing need, from providing emergency shelter to transitional housing to tenancy care to building affordable rental housing to providing down payment assistance to low-income members of Napa's workforce. This small team manages a department budget of over $35 million, which includes 25 state and federal grants and 59 contracts. and a loan portfolio of 205 affordable housing loans totaling more than $44 million in assets. These are big numbers for a very small number of people. Because this department and its true partnership with the city of Napa is so exemplary, we can really share very good news about homelessness in our community. The annual point-in-time count this past January revealed an 18% decrease in homelessness overall and a whopping 42% decrease in people living unsheltered in Napa County. This team is relentlessly tenacious and innovative in the area of affordable housing. They doubled the number of annual proximity workforce down payment assistance program loans, launched a first-of-its-kind affordable accessory dwelling unit forgivable loan program, already more than 400 applications, and recognized as a groundbreaking community and economic development model nationally. Secured a $6.5 million pilot program award to design and launch a long-term older adult housing stabilization rental assistance program. This team is also responsible for the 3 60-bed farm worker centers in the county. They completed this year also an innovative human-centered farm worker housing needs assessment done in-house, connecting directly to more than 650 farm workers, and produced a comprehensive report telling the story of the unique obstacles and challenges our vital farm worker workforce faces accessing and maintaining housing in the valley. This is just a small sampling of what this team has achieved under the leadership of Jennifer. Most importantly, I want to recognize the division for the way in which they do their work. This team approaches this deeply human work by consistently offering a light of hope and a belief in the dignity and worthiness of each person and their right to a safe and healthy home. Congratulations, and I'm so proud to offer this award to you, Jennifer, and your amazing team.
Thank you very much. And this is, we are, as a team, both honored and humbled to receive the award. I know we only have two. I'm joined here by Brandy Friedis, who manages our homeless programs, and her team is responsible for those incredible statistics that Joelle just shared, and Maclovia Garcia, who runs the down payment assistance program and oversees our Season of Sharing program. The rest of our team of 13, I know, are watching right now, and I can feel their super excited, happy, and infectiously witty energy that is just a defining part of our team. I don't think most people would connect those kinds of words with folks who do the work that we do in homeless services and affordable housing, and I really want to credit the environment that we get to work in for allowing us to operate that way and have that kind of team camaraderie. And that is rooted in the fact that we're genuinely supported by this board, by this administration, and by our colleagues to not just administer our programs, but to truly create. And that in and of itself is a really self-reinforcing positive energy to be infusing into the work that we do. So I, in the spirit of that, as I've listened to the other awards, I have loved, because as I've thought about this, I really want to echo that we couldn't do the work that we've been invited and given permission to do if we didn't have incredible collaboration from so many other of the departments, every one of whom is in this room, and most of the folks who have received awards are folks we work with directly. When I think of what Brandy does on a daily basis, the Sheriff's Department POP team, the facilities team that is here, these are regular phone calls that we are making, included in the regular collaboration to serve the folks in the shelter. We work with every single department in Health and Human Services. We work with probation. We work with the library. The grants that we manage, we bring in a tremendous number of grants. We have incredible partnership with the Auditor Controller's Office. We don't have a single loan that we are able to make that doesn't have people who are literally daily coordinating from county council to the Auditor Controller's Office to the Treasurer Tax Collector's Office to the County Recorder's Office. Our loans, every one of our loans needs that collaboration in there. We also do a lot of planning with PBS, and that is a privilege for us to get to learn what they're doing and for us to be able to share a lot of what we learn about our vulnerable residents. For the farm worker centers, Public Works, again, is just an essential collaborator for us. We couldn't do any of the things that we do without that team and every one of the guys that are in the room here. Environmental health is a regular collaborator to keep those facilities healthy and running. Purchasing, God bless Jeff Bruner and his team. We are on the phone with them all the time. IT and the library, again, really essential collaborators for that. And the Auditor Controller's Office, I don't think there's anything we do with the farm worker centers that I'm not calling Tracy. We're not collaborating and making sure that the money and the complicated structure that holds those centers is operating efficiently and effectively. And finally, the study that we had the privilege to do for the Farm Worker Center, the needs assessment, Public Health was literally a member of our team in doing that, and they made staff available so that we could do that study in-house. So to say that this is a county team, I mean, we get to be up here, and we are so proud of the work that we get to do, and this is a tremendous honor, and it's also a genuine reflection of the depth of the bench in the county. This is a pretty extraordinary place to get to do the work, and our team for sure could not do any of the good work that we're invited to do without all of these tremendous partnerships. So on behalf of the three of us and the 10 others who are happily watching out there, thank you very, very much. We're honored.
Madam Chair, that ends our program. I think we have public comment that you've got to do, but thank you very much.
Absolutely. If anyone would like to make public comment on this item, please feel free to come forward. I think everybody's talked out. Oh, Steve, please.
I just want to say, since there wasn't an opportunity, as a fellow department head, I just want to say thank you to Jennifer Yasumoto for everything that she does. HHSA is better because she is here. My department is better because she is here. She's an inspiration and a joy to work with.